While the slide is moving, I would like to continue my presentation. So the pandemic, as we all know, has reshaped ASEAN's digital landscape, with many governments and also businesses in the region being forced to accelerate the transition towards a digital economy. Across the ASEAN region, industries have also started to put more confidence that digital technology will be a major push to speed up post-pandemic recovery. Further, the digital and also innovative technologies would tap in immense potential of the ASEAN tourism industry. Digitalization is an inevitable trend, especially in the face of the current pandemic situation that profoundly increases our ability to effectively manage our resources in order to achieve better outcome. So in regard to our current efforts under ASEAN coordination, if we go beyond the sophisticated phase of technology to cater to consumers' ever-growing demand, digital transformation is also a very powerful tool, a very powerful accelerator for inclusion and also competitiveness, as they can also provide new opportunities for women and also rural entrepreneurs to improve their access to market and financial inclusion. So this crisis has hit the most vulnerable the hardest, those working in the informal economy, for example, women, youth, and those living in rural communities have been particularly affected by this pandemic. So investment in digital infrastructure of emerging destinations and also remote areas will be critical, as well as enhancing digital skills within local communities and also expanding e-commerce opportunities for local tourism suppliers in accessing global customers. The Go Digital ASEAN initiative is designed to equip MSMEs and also underemployed youth, particularly those in rural and isolated areas, with crucial digital skills and tools to expand economic opportunity across ASEAN member states and also to minimize the negative impact from COVID-19 crisis. So this project was approved for implementation by the ASEAN Coordinating Committee on MSMEs, implemented by the Asia Foundation with the support also from Google, as we believe that digital integration can bridge the digital divide to create a more inclusive ASEAN region. Specifically from the side of ASEAN tourism, the adoption of the ASEAN Declaration on Digital Tourism, which was also mentioned previously by the Honorable Minister, has laid a foundation to implement and also to expand ASEAN digital tourism services and infrastructure. So with this declaration, the ASEAN member states are affirming that digital technology is the new driving force for global economic growth, and that it can also transform the tourism sector by making travelers' journey more seamless, more memorable. Among others, this declaration encouraged the use of digital solutions to promote safe and seamless travel experience across Southeast Asia, both during and also after the current pandemic situation, and also to ease travel facilitation at the entry points as well as the exit points, such as through moving to contactless immigration processes and also payment modes, and implementing interoperable mobile contact tracing applications, for example, during the periods of the crisis. So throughout the year of 2020, given the growing concerns due to uncertain development of the pandemic, ASEAN has expedited various initiatives which are proactive, agile, and all-encompassing as the spirit of ASEAN whole of community, using various digital platforms so the region is able to gradually adopt its policies to the changing conditions due to COVID. So as you can see on the screen, among others, our initiatives include updating information in regard to travel restriction and quarantine information of the ASEAN member countries on our ASEAN tourism website through the dedicated landing page established to publish relevant content on COVID-19 update. And we optimize the use of our social media channels to share member states' private sector initiatives aiming to give reassurance to travelers and also business partners alike in their future travel planning. Related to the marketing strategy, our priority is to keep the region, Southeast Asian region, at the top of the list of travel destination post-COVID-19 by utilizing various social media channels, especially through digital platforms. And then developing online learning for tourism professionals through the ASEAN Tourism Professional Registration System as our innovative tool to reskill and also upskill tourism workforce in ASEAN. And then, of course, engaging the private sector for capacity building through training or workshop in digital tourism to also support and accelerate recovery by the private sectors, especially for MSMEs, with a focus on upskilling and reskilling the tourism workforce to equip the labor market with appropriate competencies and also to provide equal opportunities. For the next steps, our focus for the next 2 years should be in implementing calibrated initiatives to allow the regional tourism to recover through products that will allow the safe resumption of tourism activities with, of course, the aid of digital technology. So we believe that there is a need to consider exploring innovative types of regulation or regulatory sandbox to accommodate new business models, especially in adopting digital technologies and also policies that promote trust in areas such as data privacy, cybersecurity, and also consumer protection that will also help grow participation in the digital economy scene. So in this regard, partnerships are encouraged, of course, and remain vital between governmental bodies, external and development partners, organizations also to help identify impediment to the innovation to tourism industry, which can be done by promoting policy dialogues, sharing of international best practice, as well as to develop, for example, joint initiatives. And finally, we believe that the time to turn green has never been more critical. So to give incentive to green technology will help us overcome the problems that we have at the tourism sector today. So building a sustainable and environment-friendly revival plan will help to create a long-term economic value from tourism sector. So going forward, the government support and also a commitment to build a clean, sustainable future can help transform tourism in a post-COVID-19 world. So with that, I would like to conclude my presentation today. Thank you very much.
ដើម្បីទទួលបានព័ត៌មានថ្មីៗអំពីបច្ចេកវិទ្យានិងការអភិវឌ្ឍសេដ្ឋកិច្ច Digital នៅកម្ពុជាសូមចុចទៅ Subscribe YouTube Channel របស់មជ្ឈមណ្ឌលកម្ពុជា 4.0